I'm okay with that too. Okay, we are live here on YouTube as well. Okay, and yeah, that is as nasty as it can get. Anyway, okay, we are live both places. Hi, sir. BTC update. Okay, there's nothing much in Bitcoin that has changed. It is in an uncertain place. The only thing that I can share about Bitcoin is that as it's staying bullish, I'm thinking that it is targeting $29,000 from here. Unfortunately, the rest of the market doesn't agree to that. Okay, just a second. So just a second, I'm responding to my guy. Okay, so now I'm here on WhatsApp. I was going to look at the Bitcoin case scenario for you. Your question is that what is going on with Bitcoin? So Bitcoin it is. So Bitcoin has a travel journey promised up to 29,500. Okay, hi YouTubers. I'll see your messages as well. And it's just because of this current structure that it looks like that it wants to go up. It wants to continue with this journey and it doesn't want to come down. Even though all this pump that was fake, we do know what happened there, right? We know what happened, but now as it has changed the structure according to TA, I mean, fundamentally all this sounds rubbish, but when you look at the TA is suggesting that this will go to 29,500 max before it starts dropping. So yeah, that's Bitcoin for you. Okay, and then one Markanta says hello, hello. And then Nandipa says hello, hello. And let's see what YouTubers are saying. RS says hello, hi RS, hi Osama. I think good days are coming. Good days are always there. What do you mean by good days? Sir, please inform us about Wakar Zaka's fake warning Binance. He says Binance stopped working in November. Yeah, this is something he does every year. I mean, he's only famous in his own region. No one else gives a shit about him. And I mean, he's an actor turned crypto guy. So, which is good for him. He started it early. The thing is that in I don't know if it is true in American countries as well, but in Asian countries, what I have seen is that whoever starts something first turns out to be the source of authenticity. It's more like Google. In Google, if you publish the article first, you end up becoming the author for it. So the thing is that he is doing these gimmicks only to attract people for his affiliate websites, which is OKEx or something. He makes money from it. He makes money from everything he shares, of course. And with the Binance, I think this is his third or fourth time that he's saying Binance is coming to an end. So yeah, anyway, ignore that guy and move on. Hi, BTC is green, ETH is red. Why, man? Because this fake news was in relation to Bitcoin and not something else. The rest of the crypto market did go up a bit with it, because when it rallies, the rest of the market rallies as well. But the rest of the market is still under the resistances that I had shared, which should have been the case with Bitcoin as well. But Bitcoin rallied and now they are staying there. Now the other gurus might tell you that this is the difference between BTC dominance They can just create a story for it, just suing a story that BTC is pumping and rest are red. It's because the dominance increased. That is total bullshit. It is not the case scenario. The case scenario is that there was a fake pump. People are stuck in Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin maybe will rally a bit more before it dumps, or the rest of the market needs to turn green as well. But it's a very uncertain situation because of what has happened. $3,000 increase in Bitcoin because of a news is not a common thing. You can understand it went to 30,300 in one candle. Okay, let's see what is going on in YouTube. In the group, people are talking about Binance suspend withdrawals. Okay, that's fine. RA says this is quite a general question, but what is the best country for crypto where you can future trade on major platforms? Binance, Bybit, that is, if you're talking about Binance and everything, the best country that I was living in was in Afghanistan. Over there, you can pretty much do everything without any issues. The government doesn't declare banning, unlike Pakistan, someone commented, where they have news always dwelling around that we are going to ban it, or they would come after you for taxes and that kind of stuff. It is not there. The other one is the Bitcoin country, the country that accepted Bitcoin as their legal tender. It was El Salvador. Yeah, that is Binance-centric country, not Binance-centric, crypto-centric country. They appreciate crypto. Another one that I have seen, but they do taxes, they do ask for taxes, is Portugal. Portugal is considered to be a crypto heaven. I mean, their passport is for 500,000 euros because they call it golden passport. It's because of crypto and stuff like this. But personally, I'm very happy with the Afghan angle of it because I don't pay any taxes on crypto. I'm living very well off, and everything I do, there is no track of it. The only track is that I'm saying it, and me saying anything doesn't matter because I can say I'm Jesus as well. So if saying makes things reality, then I can say anything. But as saying doesn't hold anything, that's why I'm saying it. But the on-ground reality is that there should be a trail of transactions, but as it's a separate account under separate name and separate passport, there's no way to track it. And that's why you should have, a second passport to have better life rather than, dealing with all these headaches that they create. Time to find a wife in Kabul then. You will. If you have a foreigner passport, they will marry you, I think. And Afghan women, they're beautiful. They are, yeah. I would not be like Putin, who really appreciates Russian women, but I would say, yeah, they're awesome. Can you please update about Solana? This project in long term, like if I buy one Sol every week. Oh, this is Rakib. It's a very good project, but will they stay good in long term is something I cannot guarantee based on current information and the FUD that is there, that they say that Solana had ties with FTX and FTX was pumping it in a fake way. If that is not going to come back and bite them in the ass, then Solana is a good to go project. It's something that you can buy, something you can rely on, and they are working day and night really hard to make things work. Okay, XRP partners with Roblox. Nice. Roblox, one is a game, the other one is a project, or what exactly was Roblox? I have forgotten. Okay, now let's see what other questions are there. Nothing. Thoughts on MDT? Okay, let me do an MDT for you. MDT. Oh, a Uniswap news came out. It was shared with me by my team member. I didn't get time to make a video. Sorry if you hear sounds. I'm again opening something to eat. Actually, I was smuggling my medicine from another country. And I think the smuggler, now there is a situation, I think the smuggler ran away with my money. I gave him the money to buy medicine, and he was supposed to bring it on Wednesday, because buying medicine here is really, really challenging. I have to go to the doctor every month to buy the medicine, even though I have to eat it every month. This is a very stupid thing, and I don't have time for that. So I smuggle it from different countries. This time I chose Pakistan. The guy was traveling to Toronto. He said he can carry up to 1 kg of medicine for me. And I paid him. Now there is a possibility of him disappearing. If he has disappeared, then I have to find another way to get my stomach medicine. The basic things that I struggle for in Canada. MDT is requested, don't worry. Okay, what are your favorite projects? Yesterday it was, what was that called? Zapex? RX? What was that shitcoin? I forgot its name. Zap something. It was my favorite coin. It was a project launched in shitcoin against, not against, a copy of 1 inch, and it went up. I think 1800% in 16 hours. So that was my yesterday's Zapex. Yeah. We bought it at $30,000 market cap. It went up to $550,000. So that was my yesterday's favorite. Quant, Chainlink, XRP, XLM, XDC. I trade Gala for fun. That's nice. Is ETH going down this week? Is it safe to short? It's really hard to say. Bitcoin needs to go down for the market to have a clarity. I'm expecting one more leg up towards $29,000 for Bitcoin. If that doesn't happen and it starts crashing, then the overall crypto will react like that as well. But for Ethereum, you have the resistance of 1650. As long as resistance holds, you expect it to continue with the downward trend. Okay, Abdulaziz says, Shah Rose banned me. You must have done something. Look, in Telegram, the bots only ban you when you do something. It's either flooding, you are posting too many messages back to back, or you're posting links or something. Thank you, God bless you, no problem at all. MDT is here. Okay, I'll clean my hand to eat something. Okay. These are brownies. Not good for empty stomach. It has chocolate. This is the only thing I could eat now. I just deleted my chat history. Okay, that has triggered it. Rose might have thought you're trying to scam people. Oh, manually, I would try, but it wouldn't work. Rose wouldn't allow. It would be either me removing Rose or adding you back. Okay, so MDT, it broke its support, and the support was at 0.04. So it broke its support, it went down towards 0.039. Okay, not too far. And right now the expectations are that it will try to go back towards the support, which is very close, and still fail, and then it will continue with the downward trend. Yeah, and there's a good example of a rising wedge. You see this structure? Generally, I show it to you when this is not going up, it's actually going down. Not like this, there's a structure for it, but let me try to zoom in. This thing, if some people like to call it rising wedge, now they have come up with new names for it. This thing, when it is rising up, it generally breaks down. And when it's not rising wedge, when it is a falling wedge, it breaks up. Something I shared yesterday in the live as well. So you see how it bled, and now our expectations is that it will do a bit up and then it will bleed again. This is MDT for you. Okay. These are awful. Sushi City says, hello Shah. Hi Sushi. Winrex says, is it true that X Solar will accept XRP token? What is X Solar? I have no idea. Do you answer questions? Sam says. That is exactly what I'm doing here. It's getting recorded on YouTube. Yes, wheat brownies and good for an empty stomach. How come I can't find you on the other side? Paul Stacy, what do you mean by other side? You are not able to find me on the Telegram? If that is the case, I'll request my guy, if he is watching, can you please attach the link to Telegram in YouTube? So you can just click on it and then you can go to the Telegram. Okay. So what were the questions? Okay. What do you think of Chainlink? It's moving sideways for 1 year. That's one thing I think of. If you look at its graph, it's moving inside one channel. That tells me that this thing is stuck. 1 year. Having a cold wallet is okay, but you still need an exchange to sell your crypto. What do you mean by cold wallet? Who has a cold wallet? Did I mention something in relation to cold wallet? Shaji, I'm waiting. I'll try to add. TikTok. It's the same username that you see here. Oh, over there in TikTok, you will see so many scammers there. I don't promote my TikTok anywhere, unfortunately. Yeah, but if you go to my Telegram, over there you can ask for the link. I'll give you the link, or someone will give you the link to my TikTok. Rakib says, haha. So Mr. Shma is a smuggler now. Oh, I was a smuggler from a very long time. I don't like to do things the way they have created. It's plain stupid. That's why I do crypto, because I'm not happy with the way system is. Like, even when you look at Canada, how it was created, right? Not long ago. So people from France and UK, they came here, England to be specific. They killed everyone, the natives. They took their land, then they distributed among themselves for free. Okay? Now we come, we have to pay for that land. It's not that they are now, now the human rights is there and things have changed, and you would expect them to pay rent on the land that they have stolen to the natives. That is not happening. The only thing they did is they brought Pope, and the Pope said, we are sorry for everything. Sorry was done, and that's it. And now people like me, we have to come and pay for everything. So if the whole system is so messed up and screwed up, why should we play by the system just because we are weak? They are controlling us and we have to follow. That doesn't work like that. So even after smuggling the medicine, it's still cheaper. And I am on an insurance, okay, which means that 70% of my cost is covered by insurance. Still, the 30% is the 30% that I pay for 1 month medicine in Canada is equal to 8 months medicine in Asia. So it's the 30% is 8 times, 800% more expensive than what I get it from India or Pakistan or other countries. So why should I not smuggle? I just buy 8 months medicine or 1 year medicine and bring it in instead of paying the 30% and being happy and kissing their feet and feeling blessed that, oh, you're covering the 70%. That's total rubbish. Do you think Solana will have a chance to break the all-time high? What is your expected price prediction? 2025. In 2025, I'm expecting a financial crisis, so I would expect Solana to be back where it is now or lower. Shajia tried to join but didn't get access. I will help you, but we are on live. I cannot help you now. Okay, Paul, Stacy, click on that Telegram, join it, and I will give you the TikTok link there. I don't think admitting that stuff on live is any good if they're building case on everyone but the criminals. It's okay. Like, who watches my live? 7 people are here and 50 people are on TikTok. I would be more than happy to have a case because of this. At least it will make me famous. Then I will be in the news. More people will follow me. That's how fame works in the West. I was watching this girl who was really abusive towards the parents, and she's now, hi Bhaktin, thanks for the gift. She's now she has a big following on Instagram by the name of Bad Baby or something. She has multi-million followers because she was an ass to the parents, and I was like, yes, this is exactly how fame works. And it's not just there. It's look at all these OnlyFans people, like Cardi B, a stripper turned OnlyFan, and now she's considered to be a respected character. What is your deep, deep secret? My deep, deep secret is that I have a stomach issue. Yes, Lou. Daniel Bregoli is now worth $30 million at yeah, I know how it works. Yeah. Imagine, I actually made a meme yesterday on it. Okay, I will show you. I made this picture yesterday. This mobile phone suffers from internet for some reason. I don't know why. Where did it go? Yeah, it was this picture. It says OnlyFans motivation story for success. So this is the meme that I posted. I created it yesterday, and then I was like, anyway, XRP updates. XRP is still below its resistance of 52 cents. As long as it stays below its 52 cents resistance, whenever you see it moving towards its resistance, you should be expecting it going down. Our hope is that it breaks 48 cents, which is a support that is a support for, I don't know, 8 weeks or 9 weeks. It is holding strong. The moment that support breaks, we would be seeing new lows. But as long as that support continues to hold, you are pretty much ranging between 52 and 48. So XRP needs to decide either break 52 or break 48. Would you do OnlyFans for 1 million? Oh, I will do it for $100,000. If someone is waiting there for me to give me that money, 1 million, no. Who pays men? Who pays men to watch? Which coins do you think can do a 50x from today's price? 50x from today's price. A coin that can do, but will it do or not? That totally depends on its luck. There is this one, I'm thinking of its name. It's a metaverse project related to music. It's on KuCoin. I have to look it up. Just a second, okay? There are two. One is called Moni, but it's so low. It's KuCoin listed coin. Uh, just a second. Okay. Hodl. Senso. I don't know how are they doing now. Okay, this is. Oh, 50x is far. Oh, at that time it was pumped. Okay, so I was expecting, yeah, I was expecting it to do multiple X's. It's called Senso. See if they are doing still well. I don't know what happened to them with the journey. At that time, that project looked really fancy. You asked me for a 50x, even though I cannot answer that on live. I have to see what is going on in the market. But I picked this project because it was unique. It was a metaverse project in relation to music. I really loved the videos they created. Really fancy. So if they are still alive and they still have a promising future, it can do a 50x based on assumptions. Are you still alive, UBL? What is UBL? Hello, Shah. Lunchtime, live time together. What a time management. I'm so sorry for this. Hi, King. Thank you for the gift. I have to do it. I run around. Someone says Rose is more powerful than Mr. Shah. It seems we can't mess with the Rose. Yeah, it's my bot in Telegram. She controls everything, and women are powerful anyway. The only thing that I've seen that controls men is women. And that's why men marry women, because they want someone to keep them caged. The biggest of the biggest people, like Genghis Khan or Mughal kings, or even from Macedonia, Alexander, everyone, they all needed women, someone to cage them and keep them calm. Otherwise, us men, we are. Oh, he's saying UBL. Okay, now I understand the joke. Is BTC going to 23K? Right now, it doesn't look like the case, but it's temporary. What I'm saying is based on today, tomorrow, 2-3 days. Of course, it can always go back to 23 and lower, not just 23. People say financial crisis, but they can't tell you what will cause a crisis. It's not high rates. That's true. They cannot tell you what it is, but the one indicator that is very clear for financial crisis is the ever printing machine of dollars, right? So unfortunately, people don't do shitcoins. Otherwise, it would have become very easy for me to explain, or they would have learned it on their own. For me, the money concept was very complex. And I have a background in finance and accounts, okay? I have a BSc, MSc, and I have a, what do you call it? ACCA, which is a chartered accountancy, and CPA from Canada. I have studied it my whole life, almost, at least the life that I have right now. Out of 33 years, I've spent majority of that in finance. Still, money was confusing, and you understand this whole dollar game when you get into shitcoins. You need to have the holders for the printed amount of money. In the past, it was easier with a war. You would invade a new country. You will convert the religious belief of the currency towards dollars. Then they will start holding dollars. Iraq, Afghanistan, go everywhere. They all are holding now American dollars. That's how you do it. In the past, in colonization culture, England, when they colonized Australia, United States, Canada, they gave them the language, the language and the culture and all that stuff. They gave them what they had, and they did the same in Asian countries and African countries. But America was different. When America started doing this stuff, they didn't do colonization. The world was sophisticated enough to see it, and they always had reasons to wage war. So when they would start a war, what they would do is that they will give them the currency instead of culture. So that's how American dollar got spread into so many holders' hands. And now the only other transfer that has happened was during the time of this last war. We don't have any more new holders for dollars, but we are still printing money, which means that the amount of supply will be more than the amount of demand. Holders are the demand, right? So if the demand is less and the supply is massive, it devalues it. If it's dollar, if it's pizza, whatever it is, a pizza for 8 hungry people, one pizza would be more valuable compared to 15 pizzas for 8 hungry people, where they get at least almost 2 pizzas per person. So this is the same concept that applies to the dollar and the printing. What will cause financial crisis? It's always the same thing. On the surface, it looks like it's housing, it's something else, but the on-ground reality for financial crisis is always that they are printing money. If you go back in time, when we didn't have this kind of money printing situations, we did not have these kind of financial crises ever existed in the history of humankind. So this thing started just because of the fact they created this, they found this loophole where you can print money without backing it by anything, which is amazing. You're creating money out of thin air. So before this, they had to, invest their gold. The gold from their treasure had to convert into gold coins for them to dwell around, right? But now it's magic money. You tell them that, you have $100,000 in your bank account and they believe it. It's not like crypto. Crypto is real. It's not some fake bullshit. When you have crypto in your wallet, that amount of coins are missing from the supply, and no one can do anything about it. They can turn off the whole internet of the world, still that stays in your wallet, right? But that's not the case with the money. So as long as you have this money printing concept going on, as long as this structure of finance continues, the monetary finance, you will continue to see the cycles of financial crisis, and there is no way to stop it. And the reason United States is able to cause it is because USA is extremely powerful. It's the biggest. They have the biggest stock exchange. It's $50 trillion, which is 40% of the global wealth. If you combine all world's stock exchanges, then USA alone is 40%, which is massive. It's like being the biggest owner of the country in the whole world. Same applies to the dollar, same applies to so many other things. That's why when something happens to the United States, it affects everyone's. Last time when the crisis started, the blame was on the housing society, the mortgages. People were not able to pay mortgage. $800 billion were turned into asset money, which means that they were on paper, but you cannot touch it because people couldn't pay. So you had to write it off. That's the concept of asset money. And that was the blame, but the reality is that the actual blame was because they are printing money. But who will put that kind of blame on the government? No one can, right? I just said few things, and one guy already, not guy, RS, he already warned me that you are on a live, don't say it. So when it's a crisis, they always blame it on something. So the blame doesn't come to the government. Last time they blamed it on people who couldn't pay their mortgages. Will BTC retrace to 15K? Yeah, eventually, yes, of course. Thank you, King, for the rose. Because the US dollar will be stronger. Yeah. I mean, even if that's not the case, there's always a corrective structure in the market. Hi, Jojo. Good to see you. Hello, Shah. 2:26 a.m. in Japan. I wish you have a wonderful day. I'm doing great as well. That's so good to know. I'm really happy to hear that. Ru says, I found you. Yes, you did. ZRX update, please. Okay, ZRX. I have no idea, but Jordan Hunter has requested ZRX it is. Have you looked into NanoCoin XNO? No, I have not. Are you guys calling shitcoins nanocoins? In 2021, they used to call it gems. I don't relabel them into something. Hi, Shah, BTC update, please. So, King, the BTC update is that we are expecting one leg up towards, where I'll let it go, towards $29,000. So, it has 4 layers of resistances, okay? It's such a bad structure that I don't want to even talk about it. So one resistance of BTC is at 28,550. The other one is at 28,800. Third one is at 29,100. And then the last one is at 29,500. When you look at it, you want to shoot yourself instead of mentioning this. But I have no other option but to mention it. And all this thing has happened because of this one big spike. And it has turned the whole structure. So now where will it actually go is hard to say because BTC is a very vague, unreliable structure right now. And I would rather wait on it rather than take a position with BTC because it can burn anyone, long or short. I would rather give it like a day or two to cool off to see where it is heading because generally if something is not natural, it does fail in 48 hours or 3 days. So we would see its true colors very soon. Do you think the ball run will happen? You mean bull run? Yes, next year, a mini bull run. What is the metaverse project again that can go up to 50x? That is based on that if you go and evaluate that they are still fundamentally doing well and see that there is not so much competition. It's called Senso, SENSO. It was listed on KuCoin and this is from 2021, October. That was the time when I studied it. No woman rules me. Then you must be a single. And that's the comment by Ru. Our good friend ZRX update. Okay, we are doing that. Don't worry. Okay, where did it go? Oh no, not this. This, yeah. Okay, it's still not here. We are waiting on it. What's your opinion on the OGN? OGN, I did mention that yesterday. Okay, RS says Nano is Zeno on Binance. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I'll answer your other question, RS. Just let me address OGN here. What's your opinion about OGN for the next bull run? OGN, I think it can go back close to its all-time high if the bull run is full-fledged. If it's a money bull run, you would see a good amount of rise in it, but not much. It's a protocol, and there are so many other protocol projects out there now, which is becoming a challenge for them. So you need to go and see how are they doing fundamentally now. If they are still doing well fundamentally, then yes. The US dollar days are numbered. Yeah, I hear it. Last time I was hearing this stuff when they were launching Euro. They said the days are numbered. It's not Asian countries coming together, it's European countries coming together. And now the days are numbered for Euro itself. The European Union itself is numbered. I don't think this thing will last. One star is lost from European Union. Now the whole burden is on Germany. UK was smart enough to get out of it because they all were just sitting there and feeding Greece, feeding Italy, feeding other people who were suffering. The only 2, 3 countries that has money over there is Germany, England, the UK, and France, and that's it. The rest of them are just a burden on their shoulder, and now they have created it, and I think out of the shame they are not letting go of it. But England was smart enough to get out of this. They said, we are tired of paying. They stopped it, and the currency is still as powerful as it was. They thought that the trade or this or that, it will have an impact. They were sending back people from Poland. So many Polish people work in England. A lot of things was happening, and nothing happened to England. It's still all good. It's still better than Euro. So US dollar days are numbered. That needs a really, really good amount of strategy to bring down US. I am not in favor of US, okay? I always try to be not biased. I am sharing it based on information or experiences, direct experiences. But bringing down US dollar is extremely difficult. It will happen only when US comes down itself, because US is superpower because of US dollars. It's not superpower because of its technology. It's not superpower because of anything. And this is the beauty of this whole game. They cannot see, thank you for the gift. No one can see. It's like the story, there was this guy, bad guy or good guy, magician, whose soul was in the parrot. And people didn't know. They would kill him, he wouldn't die. They would do everything, he wouldn't die, because his soul was in the parrot. US soul is in the US dollar. People think that it's somewhere else, in something else. It's like when they attacked Iraq under the wrong assumption, for which they apologized later. Thank you, King. For which they attacked Iraq. They said it was for the oil. It's not. US doesn't give a rat's ass about oil. Or they said it was uranium in Afghanistan or the other stuff. It's not. It's always US dollar. And the beauty of it is that people don't know. People don't attack. Maybe the other world economy, the leaderships, they understand. I have met politicians up to the level of presidents. I have met them in Berlin, from presidents from Africa, ministers from Europe, from Turkey. In Afghanistan, of course, I used to sit with ambassadors every now and then. I know a lot of politicians are very stupid people. They have no knowledge. Even though we have this respect for them, that they are there in the hierarchy, they would understand things. It will just break your heart to see that they don't understand anything. Like one small example, and then I'll get back to crypto. Sorry for stretching it out. It's ZRX is here. Thank you, Lee. Urbanization is a concept where the cities are getting out of their city plans. Go and check your city. You will be shocked that the city map that you have and the city actually that you have is outside. I'm not talking about the Google map. I'm talking about the master plan. They call it master plan. Every master plan costs millions of dollars to prepare. It's one page, one paper, but it costs a lot of money. So your city will be outside of that just because of the fact that they are not even able to keep up with it. Because this concept of urbanization is really having an impact on them. Anyway, and the politicians, they don't know, they don't understand this. So when because I have worked as a policy officer for Ministry of Urban Development Affairs as well, unfortunately, and I was a co-author on the policy for Afghanistan. So what happened is that I had to have several series of meetings with the politicians of the country to convince them, and they couldn't understand. They couldn't understand what is going on. They were still using those excuses. This is a very old concept. It existed in the books of Pakistan. I've seen it in their curriculum, where they used to say that introduce schools, universities, medical infrastructure in the villages, so people would stop coming out of villages. But they didn't understand the fact that the people were not leaving villages because of that the necessities were missing. They were leaving villages or undeveloped cities just because of the fact they want to come to a place where there's a higher competition. Higher competition means higher level of jobs. So when you're dealing with politicians, they have no idea. And of course, when you're talking to generals, that's another level of stupidity. Okay, now let's do ZRX. Too much discussion away from crypto. So ZRX has a bearish divergence. Okay, it has touched its resistance, which is at 0.268. It's sitting at 0.261. So it's close to its resistance. And if the bearish divergence holds and the resistance holds, it means it's going to drop down towards 23. It's sitting at 26 cents. You are looking at a drop towards 23 cents. So if you want to exit, you want to short, whatever you want to do, this is your time. This is how it looks like. And this is RSI. Nothing that you should be concerned about, I'm just saying. Thank you, Shah. No problem at all. Okay, bull run. Thanks as always for all the great wisdom. No problem at all, Callisto. I appreciate it. People will adjust. The inflation is talking. It's a talking point, but it's been going on since it began. Yes, yes, it is a talking point. It's very true. Politicians always use it as a talking point. It's like in India and Pakistan and Bangladesh and Sri Lanka and Nepal and some other countries, the general talking point for the politicians are, they have a slogan, they call it Roti, Kapda and Makan, which means bread, clothes, and shelter. Of course, now shelter is all fucked up. They can't get them home. Thanks to inflation, houses are very expensive everywhere now. But they're still promising them food and clothes. People are still naked. They don't have clothes. They are still sleeping on roads. Fun fact, Afghanistan does not have a slum. We don't have people sleeping on the roads, unlike many other countries that have slums, which proves the fact that poverty has nothing to do with the slums. It just shows that it's a mismanagement at the government level. It's the government that is screwing you. I would have shown you a picture of a meme, but you need to understand who is doing bad to you. Okay, so RS question is, what is the best place to learn volume-based analysis? I think I will send you some YouTube videos, and again, I have to apologize. I have not made the videos on it yet. I am making videos. It's just that you see my schedule. What do you think about BTC Gold? What about it? I mean, are you asking fundamentally, or you want me to analyze it? Thinking of dumping Sandbox and Cardano. Any thoughts? I think changing bots AA is not going to help you, because if everything is bleeding, jumping from one sinking ship to another is not going to change anything. I call this holding paralysis. Okay, a lot of people suffer from it because they hold coins, and that's why I'm always against investing more than 20% in one coin. People invest in multiple. And marrying coins, I am always against these kind of marriages. Human marriages, I support 100%. Get married, produce as many kids as you can. It's always awesome. That's the source of success. But this holding coin and marrying them, that is disastrous because it causes so much pain. And that the pain generally comes from the fact your project is not moving and someone else is moving. And then the damage is that the moment you leave your project and you move to this fancy one which was moving, as it had already moved, then when you join it, it starts dumping on you. So I don't recommend switching projects. Stick to what you were doing. Just try to do things better from now on. That's the only way. Once you get stuck, Thank you, Ru. Once you get stuck, just accept it and don't 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 cut off loss and then go and incur more loss unless you are extremely educated. You think that now you have done something, taken a mentorship or some reliable thing, and you have tested it already, then you cut it off and move on. I would understand. But if that is not the case, you will incur more losses. I'm saying it based on experience of so many people that have been in my communities from 2021. Well said about EU. Thank you, Ru. You are in UK, you know it better. Do you play sports or gym? Oh no, if I was playing sports and gym, do you think I would have these boobs? I have man boobs because I don't. I have a bicycle at home. I do cycling and I have it at home because I can't go to gym. Gym needs perfect dedication and schedule. I can't schedule it. So I do cycling at night whenever I find time. Nice hairstyle. Thank you, Lee. Lonely Boy says, hey bro, one of your biggest fans here. Thank you. Cheers from Bolivia. Nice. I need to check Bolivia. I've heard its name before, but haven't looked it up. Bolivia. I would like to know what it is. I mean, how is the overall country and stuff? And thanks again for all you do. No problem. Thank you for the appreciation. I appreciate that. Ru says all politicians look after their own back pocket. I know. That's how they do it in Canada. In Canada, they have a land mafia. All politicians and their cousins and families, they own land. All country is empty. Population is this much, and a 2-bedroom apartment house is $1 million. So it's that kind of stuff. If these people actually cared, or if people actually understood, they would have said something. In Florida, US, where all Canadians go to party or spend their winter, a good house with 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms is $400,000. But here it's 1 million. So it's total bullshit. Shah, do you have any other account? I don't have anything on TikTok. They all are, what do you call it? They're scabs, fake accounts. Would you please analyze Bond? Why not? Okay, Bond. And then I have 5 minutes to go. Did you just said Bangladesh? You better not come here to avoid jail. I know. Oh, I used Bangladesh once, and it was an example, and you said don't use it. Okay, I'll stop using Bangladesh. I have other countries on list, like you have Maldives, Sri Lanka, I said already, Nepal, India, Pakistan is very common to say. Who else is sitting there? Yeah, Philippines. Philippines is there. How about average it up? Yeah, that is a good idea. Watch my video that says invite sent. Okay, I have mistakenly sent an invite to someone. I was just touching my phone. So yeah, DCA used my video that is called Pyramid DCA. It's called How to Do DCA. It's on YouTube here as well. It shows a pyramid structure. Use that to do a DCA. You will be able to do a better DCA. Our mafia is the MPs we have over here. They don't bother with 2 bedrooms. They have 15 plus bedrooms. Yeah, exactly, Ru. I mean, it's the same case pretty much everywhere, because these people are old school. They don't know what to invest in. So all they understand is, real estate is a good investment. So whatever they steal, they invest in real estate, and they try to find ways to have relationship with contractors and so many other ways to own it. It's not like they understand crypto, then they will be holding Bitcoin, or they understand stock market and they will be holding huge amount of stocks. What they do is that they just go for the very old school methodology of investments, which is real estate, and that's how the general public suffers, because these monsters are keeping things expensive. Because if the housing society, if the houses in Canada, they reduce in value, is going to write off 50% or more of their wealth. So if they have $20 billion, it will become $10 billion. Similarly, they don't construct a lot of houses for the same reason. Otherwise, like I said, I worked for Ministry of Urban Development Affairs. We built 10,000 houses in 3 to 5 years, 10,000 houses with $300 million, $297 million received from UAE. And we did that. We built all those apartments. And that was Afghanistan. And doing it here is way easier. But anyway. Okay, bond is limping. So its resistance is at 4.1. And its support is at 2.7. It's sitting at 3.4. It's in the middle. Okay, kind of a middle. So it's not a good place to take a position in any form. But if you are looking at the overall story, if Bitcoin pushes up towards $29,000, you will see a bit of a rise in it. So it will first move towards its resistance, then it will start dumping towards its support. And visually, this is how it would look like. But that's what we believe. Okay, our time is almost up. Yes, but Florida has crocodile and alligators. So are you really losing anything? Ben Store says we live in Canada. I live in Toronto. If you are coming here to beat me, I live in North York. Florida, okay. Please say something about Neutron that Binance will launch. I have no idea. I would have said it if I knew what it is. I think in terms of housing prices, Germany is the best. Yeah, I mean pretty much this type of crazy thing, I have seen it in some cities of India, like a 2-bedroom apartment for $1 million, American, not these fake Canadian dollars. I have seen it in this city called Gurgaon in India. They call it Gurugram now. And it's in the state of Haryana. It's close to Delhi. So it's called Cyber City. It is expensive for a reason. It's it's one of the most exotic places. It's not like Bombay, but it is expensive. So they have a place called DLF City. In that zone, I was looking at houses over there, and they were expensive. And when I looked at them, it is a very beautiful place, very advanced. They have they have the second biggest hospital there. They call it Medicity. That hospital has 6 or 7 restaurants in one floor. So it's a big, giant hospital. So if you have a situation like that, I would understand. But yeah, let's not get started on it. Alex says, could you please repeat everything again? It's getting recorded on YouTube. You can watch that. Thank you. Bond's highest is almost $70. Do you think it's a good idea to hold this token? It can. I think Bond was once on my HODL list back in the days when you used to play HODL. Let me check. I don't hold coins and recommend anymore. Things have changed because of... Okay, so it was not Bond. Maybe it was banned. Yeah, it was banned. Okay. It was never Bond. I don't know about Bond. Unfortunately, I have not studied it. May I know why USDT is going high every day instead to be a stable coin? USDT is going high against your currency. Your currency is getting printed in higher quantity. And when you go and you try to exchange it, USDT is always higher than whatever is your currency. It's just because of that fact. And it is a stable currency. They're keeping it stable. So in terms of crypto space, one USDT is equal to one USDT or $1. That is not changing. But when you go and you sell USDT, you make more money. So that's why it's going up. Okay. One of the most funny movies I ever made. I thought you are from Afghanistan, Osama. Okay, you guys are having your own fun in YouTube. Thank you everyone for joining. It was a pleasure to have you. My time is up. I have to go. And I will see you guys tomorrow. It's always 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Toronto time. One of the days I will not be here. I think it's Wednesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday? Let me check my calendar. Unfortunately, I have become this human being who has a calendar that he has to check before he could say anything. What's wrong with it? It should be on my calendar. I'm meeting someone for lunch, okay? And it's in the afternoon. Anyway, I will post that in my Telegram. That day I will miss the live because I'm meeting someone, unfortunately, in the lifetime. Take care, everyone. Have a good day. Bye. I will end